Hey guys, do a little mic check here. Had some technical difficulties starting up here, so I want to make sure everything's working. If you can hear me, please let me know. So welcome. Dean, welcome. Corey, Pedro, thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate that, Dean. So we are back here on Georgetown. Thanks, Corey. If you've been following along with the series, started a little cabin out here in the woods of Georgetown, and I made a couple farms here. I've got this field over here planted, and we have this field back here behind the shed. And over the winter, I did a little bit more logging. As you can see, that gap there where the tree cutter there is, took some logs out there, stacked them up over here so I'd be able to get to them easy. And it opened up this area just a little bit. And then we have the field back here still planted. But there's been a few changes. So that's all doing well. There's been a few changes. Let's ease down here. First thing, it'll make some people happy. I bought a pressure washer. So I was playing this episode as being a remote cabin out here in the woods. Didn't have running water, so having a pressure washer hooked up just didn't seem very realistic to me. So I found this one. Has a water tank built into the trailer. So I just got it. Haven't used it yet. So I figure that's a little more realistic because I could take it down to the lake and fill it up and then use it. So I might as well clean the truck here before I send it on its way. A couple things I want to get done today. Well, actually one main thing I want to get done today is plant the new field. So let me hose this thing off here real quick. Don't need to get the fertilizer wet back there. I've already loaded that on the trailer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send this down to the shop. We need to get some seeds. That's good enough for now. So let me get this guy running down that way. So if you notice up here ahead of us, that's different as well. That's right, Dean. Arksy would be proud. Yeah, I don't mind the dirty vehicles to a point, but some of them just get super dirty. This here used to be a hill. I had to drive over it, so over the winter, I did a little landscaping. I cut down the hill just a bit. I think it turned out pretty good. I was having difficulty actually getting up this hill when there was snow on the ground. So the other thing I'm going to do is I am going to send this tractor up to the shop as well. And the reason is because the field I want to plant is much bigger than the fields that I currently have. So I think that this little cedar that I have back here is just way undersized for the fields. I think it's 4.6 meters, and I'm going to upgrade just a little, just to 6 meters. I've got something picked out I think I want to try. I've never used this equipment before. So let me get this fella heading up that way as well. Oh, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll go another route here. I did something else. So let's take a look at the map before I get going. So we're up here in this corner. And I bought this field here, field 98, got the line put out, and took the precision farming measurements. But it is a long ways around, all the way around here, and then back up around. So, let's take a look at what I did. I made a shortcut. Took out some of these trees along the edge, and this road right here was already here. So I came down to the end of it, and I brought the lever down here with the grinder, and I cleared a path. Took out a few trees. Come around here, over these hills, and then down by the railroad track. And I went in Giant's editor and took out the fence here along the railroad, built it up just a little bit, and boom, I'm in the field. So that actually saves a ton of time getting back down to this field. So I think it worked out pretty good. So I'm going to send, well actually we'll just drive this guy down to the shop. I don't think the truck has made it yet. We're going to swap out the equipment, well the seeder. So hopefully everyone's having a great day. I actually just got off of work. Fortunate enough to be able to work from home some, so I figured I'd do a little stream this afternoon. And this farm here to the right is the one that I intend to buy eventually. Hopefully at the end of this year, if I can make enough from the crops. Let's check on the truck and see where he's at. Well, he may have made it to the, yeah, he's just pulling into the shop. So I'll tell you what I'll do is I'm going to get this guy going over to the shop. Oh, there is a problem with my course. I don't think I have a connector from this path up here at this intersection. We'll check it out when we get up here. Go ahead and turn on the edit mode there. Appreciate you guys joining. Definitely give me some feedback. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Let's see, up here at this intersection, what's going on? Yep, that's what it is. We'll just connect this right here, left click, boom. So now he should be able to go to the shop. And there we go. Alright, let's ease over here this way. So we've got the truck down here. I need to grab some seeds. Let's pull this over here out of the way. Let me order some seeds. I don't know how much I will need. Well, you're a little bit east of me, Dean. It looks like. about time to call it quits. Yeah, Corey, that is a great feature. And why can I not find the seeds here? Yeah, the auto drive is, especially from a content creator standpoint, if you're trying to do a story or anything like that, it definitely, oh, there we go, seeds, definitely helps out. Let's go get the double stack here. I think this will be enough because there's already some seeds in the seeder over there. So before I load those up, I think what I'll do is let's jump in the tractor here. We'll get that unloaded. I hate to sell this old seeder. I really like it, but it's just going to end up being too small. Yeah, Corey, I started on console, and once I started watching YouTube videos of people playing on PC, some of the extra things that you have, that was it for me. I was like, that is definitely the way to go. We'll drop this off here. So I'm doing pretty good with the money. This map where I started just has so many trees that I've been able to do a lot of logging, and I've done really well with money. But that farm that I want to buy is going to be a pretty large chunk of cash. So I'm trying to be conservative. What I wanted to do, I initially was going to get this guy right here, this tank with the cultivator, and you can connect the seeders on the back. I've never used this actually, but it's $56,000. But then I found out that you can actually connect these directly up to the tractor. Now, it doesn't have a tank on it, but it's only 25 instead of 75 combined. So I'm going to get this. Before I do, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Get that seeder. And then I'm going to get a front tank for the tractor as well, so that I can have enough seed capacity. So it's going to go with the horse one. And I'm going to get one with a weight there on the front. I think that should come in handy. Maybe a little bit smaller. We'll go with 720. So we'll get that there. So my thinking is I want to eventually get that module, and then get the other piece that allows me to use it as a planter. But I was just afraid to get too much right now, because I think that would burn through too much money. So we're going to just get the seeds for now, because there's not a dual tank on here. So let me see if I can nudge this seed bag up. Just enough that I can fill it up with seeds. I wonder if the... Yes, okay. And then I'll finish filling it up with this pallet. And I'm afraid that my course probably is not right, so I can't send this guy back to the field. So we'll just leave him there for now. jump over here and load up these seeds. And we'll take them with us. Luckily, the shop has a nice telehandler. I will attempt to do this with the pallet forks. Man, first time. Look at that. I had initially thought about using a planter in the new field and planting some corn or something like that. But then I got to thinking I'm going to need a different header for the combine. So that would just be something extra I would have to buy. So I'm just going to plant, I think I'm going to plant some canola. Or possibly soybeans. I have not decided yet. Yeah, Dean, seasons does make it difficult. Seems I wanted to do something a little bit different. A lot of the survival type series you see out there are not played with seasons. So it's just a lot of over and over planting. Harvest, plant, harvest. And so I wanted to do seasons just to make it a little bit different. And I thought it was actually going to be really tough. But thankfully, due to all the trees over near the spot that I picked, it really hadn't been that bad. And I have plenty of other trees I could chop down if I needed to. And I am really surprised that that went as well as it did. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. Get those strapped in there. Thank you, sir. Okay, so I think what I'll do is just use Follow Me. Another great PC-only mod that we have. And we'll just head on down to the field. And while I'm going that way, I'll try and go ahead and fix that course for the future. Rabid Rob, how you doing? Thanks for joining. I'll tell you, the detail that was put into this map is fantastic. Make sure the truck is still back there. Yep. That makes the day pass by a lot quicker. I do the same thing. Oh, we're coming up to the intersection here. Let's turn on the edit mode here for auto drive, and let's make sure that I can fix this course here. Looks like that got it. Probably not the best there, but that'll work. while we're waiting on this guy to head down here, we're going to send this down. I want to hop out here. We'll take an overhead look at the new field that or the new path that I created. Zip over here. So this is the farm that I do want to eventually buy. So I bought this field, where is it, right here, directly across from it, just to expand my fields right now. And then I made this cut through. It cuts through the woods right here to the backside of the farm. So much, much quicker to get back down here to the field. I think it turned out really well. The only thing with this going this route on the cedar is I'm not going to be able to put fertilizer out. While I'm seeding, so I'll have to come back and do that. But I do have the spreader, so that's not really a problem. Boom, I knew he was going to do it. That cedar sticks out on the front of that tractor. Let me get this truck situated here. Alright, so we'll hop in the tractor here, and let's see, we need to unfold, looks like. Oh, shoot. For some reason, it's not letting me change the seeds. What is going on here? What am I missing? Why can't I change the seeds? Hey there, Southern lady. How you doing today? Why can I not change the seeds? Does anybody see it? What am I missing here? What is going on here? Let me do something. Let me disconnect that. Allow create fields. Let's see, I'm on the cultivator right now. Rob. And I'm not getting the option to change my seed. Reconnect the tank. I'm on the tank now. Well, this is a cedar. Seeder planter, you can sow fields. But it's not letting me change the seed. Let me disconnect the cultivator. Huh. Well, that is weird. That's really weird. This is just seeds. It's nothing special. Yeah, I think I've got some kind of a issue there, Rob. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Southern Lady, I'm sorry I missed your comment. I am doing well. Thank you. Yeah, I do have seeds. It is full of seeds. Let me disconnect the... Let's see. Well, I mean, it's a live stream. We've got to have something go wrong. So, here we go. Oh, man. I may just be planting wheat. The weird thing that I'm seeing is that it is giving me that allow create fields thing. That's kind of strange. Huh. Well, I have the cultivator in the back, Southern Lady, and the front tank is up front. Well, that's how it is supposed to work. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Still the same thing. I don't have the option to change seeds. Well, isn't that just something? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Maybe it's an issue with that thing working by itself. I don't know. Let me do something here. I am going to... Let's lease something and just see what happens. Let's get the piece that goes with it. And I'm just going to lease it. I don't want the packer. Now let's see what happens. I should have tested this before the stream, I guess. I still don't get an option to change seed, but that may change when I put something in it. Let's see. Still don't. Oh my goodness. That is very, very strange. And this equipment, it is designed to work together. It's not like I'm using some weird combination. You know what I bet it is? I have the cultivator field creator mod. I wonder if I'm getting a conflict. I bet that's what it is. Let me save the game. Let me turn that mod off real quick. Cultivator field creator, is that it? That's it. So while we're waiting on this to reload, what maps are you guys playing on nowadays? There's so many out there to pick. I know we're running out of time on Farming Simulator 19 with FS22 coming up. There's still so many maps that I want to play myself. Okay, let's see. There we go. There we go. Hey there, BFG. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Let's see, let me get this thing folded up so I can get some more seeds in it. No Creek, Dean? Yeah, that's a really good map. I did a short series on that map. I was really actually surprised at how big the fields were. I started with some smaller equipment, but man, that was tough. It took a long time to do some of those fields. But they are deceptively large. Yeah, Southern Lady. I've never actually had a problem with that. So that is that one's a new one for me. That mod has never given me any problems, but I'm guessing for some reason that it just doesn't like this piece of equipment. So might as well go ahead and use what I leased. So we'll get this field up here. Let's see, I can put fertilizer in there, I think now. There we go. Corey, you're playing on the Kiwi map. I have not even looked at that one yet. What do you think about it? Yeah, Southern Lady at West Texas, that's one of my favorites so far. I've really enjoyed the West Texas. Okay, let's see if I can change to... I think I'm going to do canola in this field because it's a pretty good cash crop. Ooh, why do we have... Huh. There we go. Nope. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Now I can't change the seeds in the front tank. That's the problem. It's the front tank. How about that? So for some reason this front tank is not working. So I'm actually just going to unload. Oh, I can't even unload it. Oh my goodness. I will deal with that later. We'll just go with what's in the planter, I guess. Okay, so back to canola. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Want to make sure we're putting out some fertilizer. It looks like we are. Yep, that looks good. So we are planting canola after much struggle. Yeah, that's one of them I'd like to check out, Corey, the Kiwi map. It looked pretty good just at first glance, but I just have not had time to download it and check it out. Yeah, Rabbit Rob, the hiccups on live streams, is, I guess I should just expect them. I don't think I've had one go smooth yet. Excuse me. Yeah, Dean, it may be the tractor. Maybe the tractor is causing an issue. That would definitely be something to try with a different different tractor. I can't imagine it's the field cultivator mod, because I have pretty much used that on every single one of my maps. So very, very strange. The only thing about not having the front tank is I don't have the air pipe running across the tractor and back to it. This tractor does seem to be pulling it okay. No issues even going up the hill, which is good. So I have a question for all of you watching right now. It's just for my personal curiosity. Just wondering what your thoughts are on time-lapse videos. I've been looking around at just different YouTube channels that do time-lapse videos, and in the past the feedback I've got is that people like the commentary style. But I have seen a lot of channels that all they do is time-lapse and have been very successful. And I just wonder what your thoughts. Do you watch time-lapse videos? Is it something maybe you put on more for the music? Let me know. Let me know what you think. I've considered maybe incorporating maybe just one time-lapse series into my videos, but just wanted a little feedback to see what people think. Yeah, I don't know if that's something that you know, maybe more American-based players may not like as much, or maybe they do. You know, the time-lapse could be more receptive to non-American players. I don't know. I just trying to fill out the, I guess, the market or the audience, because I definitely want to make content that people want to watch. So Dean, you're saying more like just some commentary, and then maybe just time lapse in to do some of the field. Like for instance, in this one, have my commentary, and then show a time lapse of the field work. Well, that's understandable, Corey. And personally, I don't. Well, I won't say I don't like them because some of them are okay. But I do enjoy the commentary from a personal standpoint, watching those better myself. I think you get a better feel of the individual. You can hear their reactions to some of the events that happen. Whereas a time lapse, you don't really get that feedback. You may see some words or text pop across the screen, but that's about the extent of it. Yeah, Rob. That's what I've kind of thought as well. Mainly, I'm just looking at it from a time perspective. As you know, it does take quite a bit of time once you play the game, and then to turn around and have to do a lot of edits. And I'm not the best speaker, so I do have to do quite a bit of editing on my commentary. So that does take up quite a bit of time. I tell you, I kind of got these big old fat tires on this tractor kind of as a joke, but I kind of like it. It just looks mean. Also, we've had a couple new folks join, so please remember the like, and if you're not a subscriber, I'd appreciate you click that. Go ahead and help me continue my sub increase. And I also have a Discord channel if any of you would like to join. I'll put the link in the chat here. Uh-oh, I lost steer. That's what was going on. Somehow or another, I lost steering there. I think when I clicked over to put that link in the chat there. Yeah, so you guys are kind of saying what I've heard feedback before it, and it may just depend on the demographic of who's watching your channel. If they're watching someone that does mostly commentary, then that's probably why they're watching that channel. So you guys are kind of on point with what I've heard before, and I appreciate the feedback. I'll do one more headland here, or finish this headland, and then we'll start doing some up and down rows, I think. I do not have GPS on this tractor, so I'm having to do this manually here. weird thing I see with this planter is that the cultivator part up front, it actually looks like that's where the seeds are coming out. It's not supposed to, but that's where the land is changing. Let's see. I don't see anything changing at the back there. That's a little bit strange. I know that's trying to cultivate. But I don't know where it's actually planting. And I can't zoom in enough on the map to know. Trying not to miss any spots there when I turn around. And I am almost out of fertilizer. Yeah, I think so, Rob. It's I think you get to a little bit more of their personality comes through when they do commentary. So that's definitely a plus in my opinion. Oh, that's interesting, Dean. So there must be a glitch with that tank. And I think I've used that tank before. So I don't know if something has changed with it. I'm not sure. I have used some front tanks. I'm not sure if it's been that one in particular. Well, Rob, that's probably my problem. See, I hope what's happening is there when I come to the end of that row, when that front cultivator is running, I hope it's not replowing up where I've planted. That's what I'm worried about. Oh, you know what I need to do? Before let me stop that right there. I need to send... Let me go ahead and get the rest of the seeds off of that truck. I'm going to need more fertilizer. So I want to send that truck back up to the shop so it can be getting over there. Will it reach? It will not reach. Well, I appreciate that, Rob. I know I got my southern wang to my voice, but that's just the way it is. Yeah, Jake, that's what I'm thinking is the commentary. You get little tidbits of the thought process and reactions and different things that you wouldn't get with just the time lapse. Okay, I'm going to send this guy back to the shop and let him pick up some more fertilizer. We'll hop over to him in just a minute. Alright, back to planting. Dean, I'm not sure if I have that one. Is that base game? Let me see if I have it here. Oh, this one here. Huh. Well, that's very strange. There's got to be a conflict somewhere. Yeah, Jake, who wants to watch an entire potato harvest? I don't want to do an entire potato harvest, much less watch it. I know that's just kind of what it is, but man, I wish they would come up with some better ways to do that. I do not like potatoes and beets. Hey Barrick, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. We are just planting some canola over here in Georgetown. On my survival series with $195,000 in the bank. I don't think it's much of a survival series at this point. I am not having too many issues with the money situation, so it's going pretty good, thanks to all the trees. Rob, the only time I've ever done sugarcane was on my Eureka series, and I had the version that came out with all of the modded equipment, and that was pretty easy. That went very well. The only thing is when you plant the sugarcane using the bigger planters, it would just blow through the seeds. I mean, you could get like a row done and be out of seeds. It was pretty ridiculous. But harvesting went very quick. Oh shoot. I did run out, Barrick. Dadgummit. Thanks for the heads up on that. So I am going to shut down there. Let's find my truck. There it is. Alright, we'll get this guy pulled over here and we'll get some fertilizer. Alright. I did install a mod, which I've never used before. And it is supposed to, I guess, make the pallets. I guess I need 2 of these, huh? It's supposed to make the pallets. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Forgot the store delivery mod. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't need this. Yeah, so anyhow, the mod I installed is supposed to make the pallets fall in line with the bulk price that's set up on the map. So that's interesting. Normally I try to get bulk goods when I can, because it's usually cheaper. No, Barrick, it was not intentional. I was completely oblivious. Just driving along, flapping my jaws. And then I messed up and forgot to get rid of the store deliveries mod, so now I cheated the daggum pallets over here. Please don't hold that against me. That was an honest mistake. Yeah, Jake, the truck is awesome. I'm really glad I found that thing. I have done a little bit of tweaking to the suspension that I'm running. It was really, really bouncy. Especially going over those bumpy roads back to the cabin. So I have tweaked that a little bit to be a little stiffer. And it does seem to be working out pretty good now. Oh, you can see where I didn't have fertilizer there. I guess I will bring back the spreader and hit that. Oh, that's funny, Barrett. Yeah, I love the store deliveries mod, and you know, it's very useful for especially setting up a series. But I try to play somewhat realistic on most of my stuff, so I don't like using it during my gameplay. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to, I may need to do another headland here. I don't know. Now I can run into grass there. I just need to swing out more. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have been watching my West Texas series, but that one is coming to an end. Just give you a little teaser there. I had considered extending it. I know I've got some comments wanting me to continue that series, but I think it is time. I'm at a good spot. So that one will be coming to an end within a few episodes, I believe. On to bigger and better things. And there may be some hint in that. But that's all I'm saying. Nothing more. I may should have gone with a larger cedar here. It's going to take a little bit of time. Not quite that big, Barrick. Not quite that big. Yeah, I haven't decided 100% on what I'm going to do, but I have a good idea. Yeah, I think it'll work out that I go with that. So, stay tuned. Well, it's not, Jake. It's not. If they had a way to deliver it on a truck, that would be much cooler in my opinion. But I understand, and I know deliveries happen. It's just from my perspective, just pallets just popping in. Yes, it doesn't quite feel realistic to me from that perspective. Now, if they had a truck show up with it on the back, now that would be cool. Hey Eric, yeah, I actually really like this thing as well. The Dudes is a brand I have not used very much of. Matter of fact, I don't know that I've used one in any of my series. Even in my personal play, I haven't really used them. So I was thinking on this series it'd be a good opportunity to try some different tractors that I haven't got to use. And so I started downloading some of the Dudes mods, and this one was the one that I settled on. I really like it. Yeah, Barry, that's kind of what I'm getting at. You would order it and then it would, show up at some point. That would be, maybe that's something they could do with the store deliveries mod, is have a delay, like a random delay. That would be pretty cool. Jake. Yep, that's what it was. Of course, I guess time in this game is somewhat can't really connect the dots on it anyway, because it really doesn't play super realistic anyway from a time perspective. So it's all relative. We're in the Twilight Zone here in Farming Simulator. I'm wondering how I'm going to get the seeds out of that tank. That's what I'm wondering there. Here goes the train. So I did buy this field, and the money is coming down. I do have a stack of logs back up at the farm that I have not sold yet, as well as plenty of other lumber that I could cut down. I was considering possibly buying another field. I just don't want to get too low, but I do want to maximize this harvest because I do need to, or I plan to buy the farm at the end of this growing season, but I'm not sure what to do. Land prices are reasonable on this map, but I don't know if I'm going to get the return off of it that I would need to make it worth doing at this point. Yeah, Barry, that's it's hard to make it as realistic as real life, because as we all know, driving a tractor down to the shop from the mountains, that can be done in just a couple minutes. So it's all relative. It's just good fun to have, and that's the great thing about it. If you want to use store deliveries, go for it. It's no big deal. Play it how you want to play it. Oh, and I'm supposed to be at 5x time too. Let me bump that up. I don't know yet, Dean. I haven't got that far yet. I may tweak a few things. One thing that I do want to tweak, matter of fact, I'm going to set this guy up on a worker here, and let's go take a look. If I go with this farm, can I fly? Oh, I rebooted, didn't I? Oh, wrong thing. We'll take a look at that here. So this is the farm that I'm considering as of right now. I like the layout of this farm. It has cows and pigs, I believe. But one thing that I do want to possibly get rid of are these fences out here around these fields. I don't understand. I've been through a lot of farming communities, grew up in farming communities, and you just don't put fences around farmland for no reason. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get rid of the fences. That'll be one thing I want to do. As far as the farm, I don't know about possibly maybe like a little storage building or something. Maybe those fences dividing right there, I may get rid of some of that just to tweak it to my liking. Not really digging this shed here. It's not really American styled. So, I don't know. I may tweak a few things. The snow is gone. This winter is over. That's what it said in the title, Ryan. Winter is over. I did a lot of work over the winter. I did not show that. So, let me hop back in this tractor here. Yeah, I did a little play off screen over the winter. It was most... Oh, you know what else I did? I took a bunch of loads of snow to the plant that melts the snow. But I have a problem. The only way that I can get the dirty water over to the facility that makes the salt is by using the supplied man truck. This guy here. And I just don't want to buy that. I thought about buying it and leaving it for the road construction crew ownership. But I was actually trying to modify some older trailers, maybe like a 10,000 liter capacity trailer. But I couldn't get it to work. It would show up, I could F11 the dirty water in, but I could not get it to fill at the trigger. So I don't know what to do about that. If any of you guys know how to do that or can have any ideas, shoot me a message or hop in Discord and shoot me a message that way. I could not figure it out. I've modified fill types in equipment before, but that one just would not work at the trigger. Yeah, I thought about that, Jake, is to get something going. If I do that and I move the cows, move them. Like move. No, I'm just kidding. If I move them to the new pen, will they maintain their current state as far as their, I guess their age? Do you know? I don't think I've ever moved cattle like that before. I also have some silage. I did collect up some more grass. That was at the end of one of my, maybe the last episode of this series. So that is in the bunker. So I do have some silage. Oh, that's a good idea, Barrick. I may shoot him a message and see if he can help out. I could buy the man truck and just leave it down there. I just didn't want to go that route. And plus I figured I'd need a trailer for water transport possibly. Unless I use the animal pen extension mod. So it could have been a dual purpose use there. It looks like I'll probably have to fill up on fertilizer again before I'm done with this field, but the seeds are going far. You've never played the game, Jake? You're missing out, my friend, missing out. But that is a good suggestion. I may look into that. Not sure where I'll put it. I don't have a whole lot of flat area up there at the homestead, so that could be a challenge, finding a spot that I could put the pin in. That train is making its rounds, chugging along. Oh, I'm missing a little bit there. That's okay. That little bit won't matter. So yeah, I am trying to decide on another field possibly to buy. I don't know. There are some smaller fields too, around like the $40,000 or $50,000 range. I could possibly pick one of those up, or maybe just one of these beside this one, and try and increase my land there. I'm worried about with seasons, because I have what I have this year, and if I don't get the crops and make the money, then I'll be back at logging, trying to buy that other piece of land. Jake. Alright, Dean, I appreciate you stopping by and the comments and help. Hope you have a great day. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. That definitely helps out my channel. Gets my content out in front of more people, if YouTube thinks people like it. Getting close enough here, I can just go back and forth down the sides here, make my turns a little bit easier. Yeah, I don't know if you've watched my last episode, I think it was, where I bought this tractor. It's not doing it now. It may be the field is smooth enough, but it has some great sounds on the interior. It was just creaking and rattling. Hopefully I'm not missing here. Maybe the window being open is not letting it do that. Oh, there we go. I'll be quiet for just a minute so you can hear. Well, it's definitely not doing it as loud as it was doing when I was driving down the road, but it has some fantastic interior sounds. Oh, no lights. That may be the case, Barrick. They've rattled out and fallen on the road. Well, I appreciate that, Jill White. That's very kind of you to say. To be honest with you, the storyline series that I did on West Texas has been my favorite. Trying to talk about what I'm doing, it kind of gets monotonous. Everybody's seen, I mean, once you've seen one person farming, kind of seen them all, in my opinion. So trying to come up with new things to do, especially this late in this game life, shelf life, I guess, of this game, has been difficult for me personally. But doing the storyline on West Texas has been, it's been fun, and then it gives me something to talk about, come up with, and be creative. So I'm glad people are enjoying it. I've actually really enjoyed making it, so I appreciate that. Oh, thanks, Barrick. I appreciate that. I wonder if I can make that last... I don't know. I don't know if it will make it. Might as well just go ahead and fill up. Hit those little spots there. Thank you, Corey. Yeah, the storyline really, that come from me watching Mr. Silly P. I mean, that guy, he can, you know, some people may not like him. I don't know how you can't, but he is I really enjoy watching Mr. Silly P and some of his stories that he comes up with. So he's really what inspired me to do my own storyline. And I still have much to learn. I am still learning as I go along, but it has definitely been fun. And I'll definitely continue to do storylines in on my channel. There we go. Had to be on the right tool there to get it to lower. Yeah, I agree, Barrick. And one thing I like about Mr. Silly P is it's like he's never rattled. He's just very cool and collected in his in the way he presents his stories and his words. So I've always enjoyed it. Marksville, huh? That's an idea. Oh, that's awesome, Jay White. Make your own story. And to be honest with you, when I'm doing some personal play, I kind of do the same thing. Just play along and oh, okay, just make up a little story. Even if it's not a complete story, just to kind of do that task or for a season or something like that. So it's a good way to play the game. Corey, I hope you finished his video and didn't click off to come watch me. If you did, truly honored. But I don't hold a candle to Mr. Silly P. He has definitely got it down. And we are almost done with this field. The time has flown by. Can't believe it's been getting close to an hour and a half already. So I wonder, should I go get the spreader and hit that little spot, not worry about it as an option, or I guess I could just run back over it with this? Would it put the fertilizer down? I think it will. I'm not real sure. I think that will be much quicker than trying to go get the spreader to fix that one spot. Let me check the map here and see what I missed. Oh, it's not much. Let me just try to run back over it real quick. That little strip wouldn't make much of a difference in the grand scheme of things, but let's see if we can get some fertilizer in there. Yeah, that's working. Yeah, West Texas is a great map. A lot of people have commented that they're either from the area or live nearby. So it's always cool to have a personal connection with the maps. It's really well done. I've really enjoyed that map. Uh-oh, let's see, it didn't do that there on the turn. That's okay. Is it not putting anything out here? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, Cranky. Glad you could stop by. Appreciate it. Okay, so this field is done. So I still have that debacle there with the cedar. Let's see, let's get this off the field here. I'm thinking that we're going to have to sell that thing. I'll go ahead and get this fertilizer in the cedar there. So as it stands right now, I have these fields up here at the farm. I think it's 2 wheat fields and a rye field. And then I have this field here, 98, that I just planted with canola. So like I said, this is the farm here that I want to buy. So it is $343,000. And I have 184. I don't think what little bit of fields I have is enough to harvest to make that. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to do some more logging. But if that's the case, I could buy, that's almost 100,000 there. 78. Another 78. There are some smaller fields back this way. 46. So, less than 50,000. Around 50,000 for some of these. So I'm not sure what to do. Not sure. So let's see, we have, what did I lease? I leased the planter, didn't I? Or that part of it. So yeah, I'm probably going to probably just going to leave this right here because I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I want to buy another field now or just go with what I have. I also need a combine, so I don't know. And I also need to sort out this tank issue. And then get these pallets. I bought too much fertilizer. Yeah, I watch some of those too as well, Corey. There's a lot of good channels out there right now. So with this stream, I think I'm going to stop it here. I think this is going to be a good stopping point. I need to make a decision on the field situation and what I'm going to do Because if I want to buy another field, I could just take this equipment and go ahead and go plant it. So I'm going to just wait and see what I want to do. Leave the equipment right here for now. And then figure things out for the next episode or possibly live stream. Guys, I appreciate each of you for stopping in and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you would like, join my Discord. Got a few folks in there. Be a good way to connect with me if you so wish. So thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping in, the continued support, all the positive comments. We'll see you next time.